Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Right to the air is Jackson.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready? Go, set, go, set.
Huntley to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A first carry for Najee Harris.
He'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's Huntley.
Receiver, and he's brought down.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
to throw, Huntley.
And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Right back to him on first down.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Ravens at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Don't worry.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Huntley, flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's like a 9-yard loss. These two teams all tied after 1. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked in terms of the second.
Gain of 3, good enough for the 1st down.
Second and 2's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Get on, boys. We got this. Ready?
Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22. Nifty move.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with Harris.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll toss to Harris. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense, man.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he did some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Get it!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on first down.
He's got this.
Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
13.
Jackson on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. He get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Touchdown, 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And here's another carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley, and that is incomplete. That's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop during a tight ball game, and they got it done.
Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Set at the line for this next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now Jackson. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Pretty sure how the tight ends. He certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jackson now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 21 yards there on third down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Jackson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Pay for this.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This just a 24-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
On first down, Huntley. And look at this. They'll get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Jackson, and in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Important extra point. So it's now a 3-point game in these exchanges as a field goal American on attack. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Huntley.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Dances by him.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
But it gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Harris running straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Go, Reed, go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, but they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. They find some open field here.
seen scored. Neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to